And welcome to the big game tonight between the Powell Valley Vikings and our own Gate City Blue Devils. It is going to be one fine ball game. Both these teams coming in undefeated in the Powell Valley tournament, and everybody should really enjoy it. Getting ready for the starting lineup here in just a moment, and the Gate City Devils tonight be playing the guest role. Coach Dave Mason will be, of course, at the helm. Ivan, what do we expect here tonight?
It's going to be a fun game to watch, Mike. Gate City, a running gun team. Powell Valley, to win this game tonight, will have to play a slow-down offense because they cannot compete with the running style of Gate City.
Okay, back to the starting lineup for Gate City. We have 12, Arthur Ferguson at guard. Jason Hensley, number 32, at guard. Center, the big man, Chris Shelton tonight. He'll have to play a good game for Gate City. Number 50, Rusty Pendleton. He'll be at a forward. And at the other forward, number 24, Kevin the Moose Morris.
Powell Valley hadn't even come out of the locker room yet. Now they come out as the lineups will be introduced.
They always get their lineups from down in the corner so they can run through their doors. Mike Laster, number 12, a young man who's come on quite well for them so far this year. Ricky Webb, he is a sophomore, young man out there making it tonight. Robert Spears, here's their main offensive weapon.
He's tough on the inside, Mike. You get him near the hoop, and he'll hit it every time.
Okay, coming out now, number 41 of Powell Valley High School, David Phillips. And now number 22 to round the lineup out is Matt Williams. We're about ready to get the tip-off. Official Mac Shoop. Shoopa-doopa heads to the middle there. Mac, probably the Lonesome Pine District's most famous official.
He sure is, and he did call a good game last night with Gate City in the Norton game. I think a lot of the Gate City fans has it in for Mac Shoop from last year, but Mac, a very knowledgeable referee and a very good one at that.
Can do the job, just don't make him mad at you, that's for sure.
That's it.
We're about ready. The Animal will be going up against Robert Spears, and we'll see what happens. They've got everything all lined up. Everything's correct. And the tip will be controlled by Gate City.
Alex Hensley brings the ball up for Gate City. Jason Hensley, over to Moose Morris. Morris puts a move on, shoots short, gets his own rebound, tried to put it up and blocked by Spears.
Spears will pass it back to number 20. They'll work it down the floor with Laster in control. Gate City coming out in what looks like a man-to-man defense in the corner and back to Spears. Spears and Shelton then battle it out. It'll come off to number 22, Williams. Shot is up, will not fall, going to come down. We will have a foul underneath on Spears.
That's on Spears. Powell Valley cannot afford to get Spears in trouble because they do not have much of a bench according to some of the people we've talked to up here at Powell Valley. Hensley now for Gate City, working the offense across the timeline. We just started here in the contest. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson inside to Shelton. Shelton's turnaround jumper is good.
And that was over Spears. So Powell Valley falls behind 2-0 as Gate City just pulls out the first two of the game. They're working it down the floor. Phillips looks over to Laster, up to Spears. Spears passing to Williams. Williams will look back to Laster. Laster bouncing the ball around the top of the perimeter, takes it from the top of the horn and in.
Cannot give him that shot. He'll burn you every time. Morris, quick left corner now for Gate City. Morris puts the shot up. No good. Ball comes down. Shelton with the rebound. Shelton back out to Ferguson at the line. The shot is up. The ball tips, no good. Pendleton in there fighting for the rebound. Rebounded by Spears.
Spears will pass to the outlet man, number 20. He'll work it up the floor. That is Webb. Webb over to Laster. Laster will try to set some offense, rolling around the perimeter. Over again to Webb. Into the big man Spears. He pushed. There's a foul going to be called on Shelton. It was a pushing foul, I thought more or less on Spears, but Chris must have been out of position, and the foul will go against him. Going to the line is their big man, 6'9", Mr. Spears here. He, of course, Powell Valley's leading scorer, and the first one is no good. Score right now is tied at 2 with 6:28 to play in the first period of action. We're looking at a game that should provide a lot of entertainment value. in there, and it goes off to Pendleton. Over to Ferguson and down to Morris. In the corner is Hensley.
Hensley lobs in for Shelton. Shelton, turnaround jump shot in.
Laster over to Webb and back again. Gate City showing a little more pressure now at the half-court mark. Over to number 22, back across court to Laster. Laster has it stolen away by Ferguson.
Ferguson, easy ride up and in.
Gate City pouring it on, 6-2 the score. Over across court, trying to get it into the big man, stolen away by Shelton.
Hensley with a shot, no good. The ball's fall far, pulled down by Pendleton. Pendleton, turnaround jumper blocked. Shelton on the rebound, puts it up, that in! No! Comes out, rebounded by Ferguson. Ferguson, he's fighting for it, back out to Hensley. Hensley stops, pops, bottom!
How many times is Gate City going to get to shoot the ball?
I don't know, but the Powell Valley coach is seeing all he can handle right now as timeout is called.
8-2 the score. We're watching TV 30, and we'll be right back. Floor, Powell Valley will hand the ball out, and will come into Spears. Spears looks, finding number 20, Webb. Webb over to Laster. Laster back to Spears. Spears looking down there for the man in the corner. It will not fall. We're going to have a foul called on Shelton for a push.
I didn't see that one, Michael.
Nowhere in the area did I think I see anybody doing any pushing or anything, but sometimes we don't see them either. Maybe we're blind. Pass in and around over in the corner to Laster. Laster goes to Webb. Webb shot is no good. Will rebound by Shelton.
Shelton, his pass stolen away by Spears.
Spears will look, and he was out of bounds and walked. Passing over to Laster on top. That will be Shelton's ball.
Hensley, quickly left corner now for Gate City. Passes to Morris. Morris pulls up, puts a move on. Nice pass to Ferguson. Ferguson up, rolls around, no good. The ball is loose. Finally run down by number 41 of Powell Valley.
Phillips will pass to Laster. Laster brings it up the floor. Gate City making a couple of little mental errors. Got a 4-on-5 situation. Spears puts it up, it's in.
Spears gets that close, you might as well give it to him. Hensley across the timeline now for Gate City. He's going to slow it up a little bit. Passes to Ferguson. Ferguson in for Shelton. Shelton, nice move, and he will draw a foul from Spears.
Spears didn't have his feet planted. He was walking around, and Shelton just read it and said, I'm going to lean into you a little.
Both big men with 2 fouls now. Spears says, I cannot believe it. What did I do?
If he keeps that up, he'll have 3 fouls. Max Shute never takes any lip off of anybody.
That's for sure. Shelton eyes the goal, shoots in and out, no good. He'll have a second attempt coming up. Gate City up by 4, 8-4, 4:26 remaining first period. Shelton eyes the goal, shoots, bang.
So Powell Valley will have it out of bounds. They trail 9-4. Gate City in the lead. The Vikings working it up the floor to Spears. Spears in the middle there. Going to try to drive the lane. Shelton just steps in front of him. And going to get Shelton with a foul. Shelton having a hard time out there tonight. Look for Tony Bellamy to be up off the bench quickly here for Gate City. I do not believe that foul. Only thing Shelton did was try to block him out.
And as I said, there comes Bellamy. He will set the big man down for a rest. Chris Shelton been doing unfairly here tonight, in my opinion. Anyway, Powell Valley with the ball.
Laster will work it against Hensley. Hensley in the corner there, and they're working it around with Webb. Webb back to Laster, again to Webb. They look trying to work again to Spears in the middle. Pendleton has him now. Rusty will get called for the foul, and he was guilty.
Now that was a foul, Mike, I agree. Some very unsatisfying calls here with the crowd. Coach Dave Mason sitting on the bench saying, come on, fellas, get your hands straight up.
Gate City fans, you hear them registering the disappointment in the way things are going right now. Gate City leading, but an unusually heavy amount of fouls being called on Gate City's team quickly. Spears on the line. Shot is up. It is good.
Spears, the bread and butter man for Powell Valley tonight. Hensley will work the ball court now for the Blue Devils. Gate City on top by 2, 9-7. Ferguson working against number 12. Puts a move on, passes over to Hensley. Hensley thought about the three. Back out to Ferguson. Ferguson with a nice move, pulls up, shoots, bottom, Ferguson.
The score now 11-7 Gate City. Ball comes into Laster from Webb. They'll pass around the horn and finally get it across the goal. They're trying to look for Spears on the inside. He's not there. Into Webb, and then they find Spears. Spears working against Pendleton. He turns it back around. If there was ever a man who beats and cheats, it's Spears.
Spears very tough on the inside. Hensley working the basketball now for the Blue Devils. Passes back out to Morris. Morris puts a move on. Up, blocked by Spears. And the ball stolen away by Gate City. Ferguson with the basketball now. Got the steal. Nice pass to Bellamy. Bellamy's pull-up jumper is good.
Put Tony Bellamy in, and he says, hello, basketball. Laster passing over to Webb. Webb looks back to Laster. Trying to get across the half-court mark. They find the man down open on the side. Looking again, trying to get it in the middle of Spears. That's where they're going with it. Spears kind of caught over there in a trap. They pass the back, and Laster will have it stolen away by Ferguson. It is a one-on-one. Arthur lays it up. Ferguson, 2 points. Ball back in now for Powell Valley. Gate City with a 6-point lead. Working it over to Webb. Webb into Laster. Laster at the top of the key into the big man Spears. His shot will roll in. Got the roll.
He's deadly from the 10-foot mark. Spears, a very talented young man, just a junior this year. Hensley will take a three. No good. Rebounded by Ferguson. Ferguson back out to Morris. Morris outside the three-pointer. Yes!
The cannonball is open tonight. Is this cannon hoop? That's what we've got. Spears up, and it's in.
JCL lets Spears have his 30 or 40 tonight. They just want to concentrate on shutting the other players for Powell Valley down. Jason Hensley for Gate City across the timeline. Passes to Morris. Morris for three. Bottom!
Kevin Morris eating them alive from outside. Over to Laster. Down in the corner, number 22. Pass cross court to Webb. Webb looking, trying to find it. It's thrown away again by Gate City.
Gate City 3-on-2. Ferguson pulls up for the jumper. In and out. Rebounded by number 22.
They'll bring it back up the floor. Going to slow it down just a little bit. Looks in for Spears. Spears trying to drive the lane. Steps up there, puts one up. It's good.
Pendleton inbounds to Ferguson. Ferguson quickly to Hensley. Hensley picks it up, shoots, good!
3.1 seconds on that from made hoop to the basketball goal. Gate City with a tremendous blinding speed. Coming down to Spears in the back door. It's up and it's good.
Let Spears have it. It's what Gate City's doing. Just let him take his shots. But they are playing very good basketball at this point, Gate City. Hensley for Gate City with 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Across the timeline. Powell Valley setting up in a zone. Morris pops, long-range jumper, in and out. Pendleton with a strong rebound. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson shots off the board and in.
Gate City so deceptive. Coming in now to Laster. Laster will pass to Spears. Almost has it taken away. And batted there by Morris. Will go out of bounds. Be Powell Valley's basketball. 17 seconds to score. 25-17. Gate City in the lead. Over and around to Laster. Laster trying to do a little razzle-dazzle move there. Into Spears. Spears looks. All he has to do is turn around. Nobody's in his face. And it will be rebounded by Phillips. Phillips shot up and good.
5 seconds remain. Ferguson pushing it quickly. 3 seconds. Ferguson shot from midcourt is almost in there at the buzzer.
So we want to remind you that the score 25-19. We'll be back in just a moment here at Powell Valley. You're watching TV 30. 25-19 so far. Gate City has not shut down Robert Spears, but it doesn't look like they've really tried.
They're just going to let Spears, as I said, have his points and play good defense against the other four.
So Laster will bring the ball down for the Vikings. He will pass to number 20, back and around over to Williams. Williams looking into Spears. Spears tries to find a man. Drive. Shot is up and out.
Ferguson pushing it quickly for Gate City. 3-on-2 break. Morris. Nice pass to Pendleton. And they're going to get a blocking on number 22 of Powell Valley. That will be Matt
excuse me, that is number 20 of Powell Valley. That is Ricky Webb. They're going to nail it. Look like 22 on the floor there. That is his first, isn't it, Ivan?
Yeah, I believe it is, Mike. Morris will take it out for Gate City underneath their own goal into Hensley. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson, nice pass to Morris. Morris from three-point land, no good. Ball is loose. Pendleton picks it up. Tries a little rinky-dink shot there, no good. Rebounded by number 12.
Laster will bring it up the floor for Powell Valley. Passing around over to Webb in the corner to Phillips. Phillips looks at it, shoots it up. It will come down and be rebounded by Bellamy. Over to Ferguson.
To Morris. Morris loses control of it out of bounds to Powell Valley.
Coming in now to Laster with the ball. Laster will work it back up the floor. 7:06 in this half left. First half of play. Backing around the perimeter inside to Spears. Looking at it is Williams. Williams back to Laster. Laster from three-point land. No way. It will be saved by Hensley.
Hensley quickly for Gate City. Pulls up. Passes over to Morris. Morris outside three-point land into Pendleton. Shot is off the board and good.
Beautiful pass by Kevin Morris. Beautiful backboard shot by Rusty Pendleton on the follow-through there. Just a nice brand of basketball. Over and around they go. And where she'll stop, nobody knows. And he's going to put it up. It will come off and be rebounded by Bellamy and Phillips. They'll say a jump. It's Gate City's basketball.
Gate City will have the ball now with 6:23 remaining in the first half. Gate City up on top by 8, it looks like, 27-19. Hensley pops the three. A little bit too hard. Rebounds loose. Picked up by Morris. Morris. Little rinky-dink shot up, and it falls.
I can't believe how that guy can just stand there in the air. And we've got a timeout going to be called by Powell Valley's Coach Lee. While we have this time, we'll break. You're watching Cablevision, Channel 30.
There is Gate City, though, just like a car. After you get some of the dead gas run out of it, then you're ready to run quicker and quicker, and the tempo has been picking up here at Powell Valley.
That's what Gate City wants, and Laster will hand the ball now for the Vikings. He will bring it up against our own Blue Devils. Passing around over to Williams. Make that Webb. We've got a walking call on number 41 over there on the far side. Gate City will get the ball.
As Jason Hensley, number 32, will trigger into Ferguson. Ferguson back to Hensley. Hensley will bring it across the timeline. Looking for Morris. Morris in the lane. Puts it up. Passes to Pendleton. Shot is up. No good. Rebound is loose. Out of bounds on Powell Valley. Gate City will get the ball back.
That pass was so good, Rusty Pendleton did not see it coming.
It was a bullet. Morris is so deceiving with his moves, you cannot tell if he's going to shoot or pass. Hensley to Ferguson. Ferguson to Morris, excuse me. Morris's three is no good. Bellamy on the rebound, puts it back up, no good. Ball is loose, rebounded by number 22.
It will come down and be handed to Mike Laster. Laster, the point guard for Powell Valley, not showing us much tonight. Everything's been inside. That one is up by Webb, I believe. Excuse me, make that Williams. It will go out of bounds off the side of the backboard, and that will make it Gate City's ball.
Crowd was looking for a foul that time. They felt like Spears was over the back of Bellamy. Hensley across the timeline for Gate City. Over to Morris. Morris looking inside. Nice screen from Bellamy. Inside to Bellamy, off his leg. Out of bounds to Powell Valley.
Again, Kevin Morris, so deceptive passing, his own players can't even tell where he's going to throw it. It's hard to do. Kevin is just one of these people who can handle the ball extremely well. Over to number 32 now in the game for Powell Valley. Trying to get it to Spears. Bellamy bats it out of bounds. Bellamy says it bounced off of him, Mac. Anyway, it'll be tossed in to Spears. Spears up and in.
It's automatic two from there. Ferguson for Gate City now across the timeline. Pulls up for a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by number 22.
Gate City seems to be hitting a little bit of a cold spot. But Laster will bring it up for the Vikings. He'll pass to number 20, Webb. Back to Webb again. Into number 22, Williams. Shot is up. Will not fall. Comes down to Kevin Morris.
Morris pushing it for Gate City. He's calling a double dribble. Morris let the ball go up front of him, but still yet Mac Shub says Morris, that was a double dribble.
He knew there was a problem, or he'd have been pushing it up the floor. Laster over and in, number 22 Williams wide open for the layup practically.
Pendleton brings it into Morris. Gate City again under fast break. Basketball. Morris inside to Bellamy. Bellamy shot up and in.
Now they have made the mistake of opening the doors for Gate City's game. That is what they did not want to do. They'll bring it in over to number 22 in the corner. Williams up on top to Laster. Laster over here to number 32 inside to Spears. Spears will turn it around. It is good.
Spears, he must have at least 20 of the 25 points Powell Valley has. Morris passes to Bellamy. Bellamy shot is up. It rolls in.
Tony Bellamy had a heart attack on him, but that dropped. Laster will bring it up to the floor. Cross half court. Gate City back in the zone. Looking around, passing to number 22 in the corner and back on top to Laster. Laster over to number 20. He'll flip it out to Williams. Williams back to Webb. Webb over to Laster. Laster under number 32 and guess who? Spears from about 5 feet.
Hinchley with a basketball for Gate City. Quickly up the court. Hinchley puts a move on, pulls up for the jump shot. Good.
That was partially blocked and still dropped. Laster will push it up the floor for the Vikings. 35-27. Gate City with the 8-point lead. Working it around. Powell Valley playing a little better brand of ball tonight than they have been playing. That time it'll be Spears, and Bellamy clears the boards nicely.
Morris finishing it quickly for Gate City. 4-on-3 break. Bellamy thought the pass was for him, and Pendleton will take steps walking on Gate City. Pendleton did take steps that time.
He did. And it will be inbounded there. Number 20 will pass into Laster. Going to run by, speak to the coach, and drop it off on the way. Over to number 32, down in the corner to Williams. Williams' shot is good.
One thing about Gate City brand of basketball, Spears will be worn out very quickly in the latter part of the ballgame because Gate City does like to push it. Morris passes into Pendleton. Pendleton blocked by Spears, and a foul will be called on Spears, number 3. That's a big factor in the first half for Powell Valley with Spears having 3 fouls. Sheldon also on the bench for 3 for Gate City.
Well, there's one thing about it. With 2:25 left, Gate City still has that 6-point lead, with Pendleton going to the line, shooting 2.
Pendleton eyes the bucket. Shot is up, and it bounces in, and falls out. As Gate City will call a timeout before Pendleton shoots his next shot. Coach Dave Mason apparently sees something he didn't like.
What he's going to try to do is probably settle them down. And while we've got a chance here, we're going to break, and we will be right back.
Home. In time of need, it's nice to know there is compassionate service when it is most needed. Before that time comes, ask us about our prearranged funerals, which save family difficult decisions when those decisions would be hardest to make. Our staff is always willing and ready to serve you in your time of need. Warren Funeral Home, your friends in Weber City. Old Man Winter is right on the way, and who comes to the rescue? ADCO, of course, with home heating oil delivered by courteous drivers who take great care in their work. And remember, ADCO is the people who you will turn to for your quick needs at Quick Stop Markets in Gate City in their locations, both downtown at Midtown and down in Weber City. Remember their deli, ADCO and Quick Stop. King Ford Sales wants to make you feel like a king. Yes, you'll feel like a king. The new line of 88s have arrived, and you won't believe the quality or the price. At King Ford, quality is job one. Whether you need a new car or a truck, a used vehicle, or just need your current car serviced, remember, King Ford Sales, Gate City, Virginia.
If you are a Devils fan, then clap your hands. That's what we're hearing from the Gate City cheerleaders as we head back out onto the floor now.
Pendleton missed the first one a little bit too hard. His second attempt coming up now. Gate City up by 6, 35-29. Make it 7.
The ball will come in to Laster. Laster works it up the floor. He'll pass to number 32. Working it around the perimeter. Over to number 20, Webb. Webb will drive against Pendleton. Shot is up, will not fall. Comes down to Pendleton. Pendleton outlet pass to Ferguson.
Ferguson quickly for Gate City. Passes to Bellamy. Bellamy puts a move on. Shoots. Give it to him.
What a move there by Bellamy. Beautiful shot. I can't believe that boy has never played basketball before this year in the college or in the high school level. Some colleges may be about to look at this boy for his first year. It's unreal. Working it around into Spears. Spears has got triple team. He says, hey, back outside. And in the corner, no, going to throw it back on top to Laster. Laster to number 32. He'll pass over to Webb. Webb down to Williams. Williams back to Webb. They try to work it for the shot, and it's just not there.
You notice they're looking for Spears, but Gate City has pushed him completely out of the paint, back to the foul line.
Working it around. There's still no shot. And finally, number 32 says, I'm tired of this. Let's take the ball down the floor. And Rusty Pendleton says, yes, let's do that.
Hinchley pulls up for the jump shot. Short. The ball is loose, rebounded by number 32 of Powell Valley.
And they'll work it back up the floor. Trying to get things going for their way. Over to Webb. Webb to Laster. Laster into Spears. Spears doesn't have anywhere to go. Down in the corner, Williams. They're trying to freeze the ball out. Draw Gate City out and try to open the middle back up. And it's not going to happen. They call him a foul. Pendleton says, hey, man, he threw me an elbow. What do you want?
If you know, Spears is using his forearm to push the Gate City players out of the way. Shoup was behind Spears. Did not see the elbow in the body of Pendleton.
So Spears will go to the line, shooting a dirty bird 1-and-1. And that is up and in. The next one is in there as well. So the score is 31-38.
Gate City's Bellamy triggers into Morris. 37 seconds remaining in the half. Morris shaking and baking, passes over to Ferguson inside to Bellamy. Bellamy's turn around one-hander. Short. Pendleton with a tip. No good. Rebounded by number 22.
It'll come down the floor in the hands of Laster, working against Ferguson. Ferguson going to try to take it away. It doesn't work. Williams will pass to Laster. They slow it down, try to get to Spears. Spears rolling in the middle. And it is coming out to Tony Bellamy. Bellamy off to Hensley. Down the floor quickly with 8 seconds left to Ferguson. Shot is up, rolls out. Pendleton with a rebound. He'll go back up. It won't go. Tip in by Pendleton. And at the buzzer, the Gate City Devils lead 40-31 over the Powell Valley Vikings. You're watching Cablevision, Channel 30. We'll be back with the second half.
Shelton and Pendleton with 5 each, and Hensley with 6.
All righty, so that's your scoring so far for Gate City. Powell Valley will get the ball out of bounds, and it will come into Mike Laster. Laster will work it down the floor. Sets behind the screen. The three-pointer is not going to fall. Going to come down in the hands of Phillips. Back on top to Laster. Laster looks around, finds Phillips again, looking in the corner to Williams. Williams back to Phillips. Phillips working it around the perimeter again, and it goes the other side. Gate City is not leaving them a shot. Got a foul underneath on number 22 after the shot, and it won't matter on the possession, but the trick on the deal is that's another first-team foul for Powell Valley was just wasted.
Three-point goal cuts the lead to 6, 40-34. Hensley with the basketball now for Gate City. Works it around to Ferguson on the left side. Back to Hensley at the horn, top of the horn. Morris for 3. No good. Rebounded by Shelton. Shelton's turnaround jump shot is good.
The animal is at home again in the middle. And here we go. Down the floor comes Laster. Big man Spears going to roll and rumble down there and stand at the free throw line. They'll work it around the horn, and it'll be just goody-doo. And Laster again from 3 points. Good.
Looks like Powell Valley trying to bring Gate City out of that zone. Ferguson passes to Morris. Morris pulling up jump shot is good off the backboard.
Lead is decreasing slightly. It's down to 7 now, but that's not a bad lead. Gate City still out in front, 44-37. They work it around. Phillips over to Laster. And again, back to Phillips. In the middle, they try for the big man. It won't going to happen. It's not going to happen now. And who's going to come up with it? Powell Valley manages to keep the basketball. Shot is rebounded there by Shelton. Outlet pass to Ferguson.
Ferguson's going to pull up for the jump shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Pelton. Pelton up and in.
Gate City has the trees back out on the floor, and it's making a difference. Laster will work it down. Looks in again to the big man. It's not there. Williams with the shot is good.
And the lead now down to 7. Ferguson quickly to Morris. Morris shaking and baking. Puts the jump shot up, in and out. Rebounded by Spears.
Nobody around the goal that time for Gate City. Spears with the easy rebound. Comes down to Laster, and he works across half court. 5:45 in the third period left. Gate City 46 and Powell Valley 39. Laster working into Spears. Spears will try to turn it around. It's not there. Back on top to Laster. Three-pointer is good.
Laster with 9 points here in the second half, all three-point shots.
They're jamming Spears up in the middle. Spears got a straight one right back up. Laster's lining it up before he ever gets the ball.
Hensley into Shelton. Shelton working against Spears up. No good. Takes the hard hit there on the shot.
Laster will bring it down. Gate City fans were wondering where the foul was that time. Laster steps behind that screen. Bang again.
That's a two-pointer. Morris with the basketball now.
Powell Valley back within 1.
No shot. We have timeout, Gate City.
We're going to keep it right here for this one. We're going to stay here because things are getting hot. 4:59 left. And we have got problems going on. That last one was a two-pointer, and they put 3 on the board.
Max Shoup doing a good job down there straightening it out.
Coach Mason obviously a little animated and a little upset right now with the way the team is playing. A little bit of a problem in the middle with Spears setting up that screen for Laster.
Spears is not the problem. Gate City is playing back, trying to shut down Spears. They better be worried about Laster out there. Laster's 3 points can kill you quicker than the inside play of Spears on the two-point shot.
That is true. With 4:59 to play, Gate City is up now only by 2. So they've made it interesting. Coach Lee and his bunch from up here at Powell Valley playing our own Devils a hard game.
This is the closest contest Gate City's had this year besides Castlewood. Morris brings it into Hensley, back out to Ferguson. For Morris. Morris is going to pop it. Good.
Gate City back with a 4-point lead now. Laster works the ball down the floor. He looks at it. Passes around to Webb. Webb down into the corner to Williams, and they're going to try the little roll-around maneuver again. This time, and there's Laster by himself. They're working for that outside shot, hoping they'll leave Spears open underneath. Shot is away. It is good.
Ferguson breaks it into Hensley. Hensley pushing it quickly for Gate City. Back to Morris. Morris for a long three-pointer. No good. Pelton with the ball. No good. The ball is loose. And I believe they're going to call Rusty Pelton on the foul.
I cannot believe that call. Pendleton was not even involved in that. And the faux pas are flying from here at the Gate City fans.
Gate City having a rough time here in the second half as Powell Valley has just come out and really burning the nets up here.
46-48 now. Powell Valley with the possession coming down. Could tie or go ahead here depending on the shot. In the corner, two-pointer up is good. A tie ball game.
Ferguson breaks it into Hensley. Hensley walks with the basketball.
The rivalry is well intact. Football season, they want to pay us back a little, I think.
They may be, but Gate City still with a lot of time. This Gate City team is so explosive. It's unreal what they can do with the basketball.
Indeed it is, and this little run may not be all the way it ought to be. Max Shoup talking something over with Kevin Morris. Not exactly sure what's going on down there on the floor. They're going to have the ball out on the side. Powell Valley into Laster. Trying to line this thing up. Shelton in the middle against the big man, and Powell Valley takes the lead, 50-48. Morris with the basketball, passes to Ferguson. Ferguson to Hensley. Hensley looking inside to Shelton. Shelton. Turnaround jump shot is good. Tie ball game again. In the land of the trees, Gate City seems to be winning the battle. It's been out front where they've been losing it. Laster will work the ball down the floor with a tie ball game. Passing to Phillips. Phillips over to Williams. Shot is up and good. Gate City may have to go back to the pressure defense that they was playing in the first half. Powell Valley couldn't handle it. They are eating them up in the zone, though. Morris to Ferguson, down in the corner. Hensley inside to Shelton. Shelton working hard, puts it up. No good, the ball is loose. And run down by number 12. Laster will bring it up for Powell Valley. Gate City with a missed opportunity there to tie it back up. Powell Valley with a 2-point lead. Laster will work it. Over and around to Williams, back to Webb. He eyed it, but not there. Into the big man. He'll try to turn it around. Shot is off the glass. Rebound, Shelton. Shelton quickly to Ferguson. Ferguson bounce pass to Hensley. Hensley up. That is foul. Why was that not called? Body foul there. Was not caught. But it was there. Over and around. Shot up by Webb is good. Everyone hitting now for Powell Valley. It's not Spears no more. The whole team contributing here in the second half. Ferguson to Morris. Morris gonna pop the three. In and out. Shelton there for the rebound. Up and in. Give it to him. 3-point play coming up for Chris Shelton if he can make this free throw. And look who the foul was on. 41, I believe it was. I believe 41. Thought for sure it would be Spears. Spears was right there all over him. Shot is no good. Rebound Spears. Got a foul underneath on Pendleton. Number 4 on Rusty Pendleton. A lot of fouls being called out there. Some of them we can agree with. Some of them so-so. Bellamy will replace Pendleton. And now they're really in trouble because they've got the absolute key personal basketball player out there right now. Coming down the floor quickly, the Vikings, but they'll have to slow it up. Things did not materialize on that break. In the corner and around, trying for Spears. His shot is up and good. Spears is fantastic on the inside. Bellamy into Ferguson. 1:39 remaining. Powell Valley with a 2-point lead, 56-54. Morris lobs in for Shelton. Shelton with a move around number 41, puts it up. No good, rebounded by Spears. 56-54, Gate City trails by 2. 1:23 of the third period left. Ball game going to come down the wire, almost stolen away. Into Spears. Spears against Shelton is up and good. Gate City has been down before. They have a lot of time. Castlewood have them down. Gate City, a very tremendous ball club when they're facing a deficit. Ferguson passes to Morris. Morris for a three. In and out. Bellamy trying to get rebound by Spears. Gate City not taking the high percentage shot right now. They say work for one shot, and that's what they're going to do. Laster will try the dribbling deal, and over to Spears. Spears up on top in where no center should ever be. Working it around, trying to get the one shot away. It is stolen away by Gate City. Down the floor they come. Hensley over to Ferguson. Ferguson passes back out to Shelton. Shelton passes to Morris. Morris shoots. No good. We're going to have a foul here, and maybe on Tony Bellamy, and it is. Thunderous roar here by both sides of the fans.
Morris hit the deck hard. He was pushed. No foul call there, but they get Bellamy over the back. Gate City's going to have to win over two people tonight, the referees and Powell Valley.
Gate City steals the ball. Hensley over to Morris. Morris will put it in there to Bellamy. Shot is up, won't fall. And it'll be Powell Valley's ball. Long one going down the floor to Webb. Shot is up. It is in there. Dave Mason animated out on the floor. He is upset about this whole situation. Things have not gone Gate City's way. While this is going on, it could be very important to the game, and it's going to settle down. We will take a break. You're watching Channel 30. We'll be right back.
Folks, at Bud's Gun and Pawn, you will find just about every kind of a firearm you'd ever think about. And here's the man himself working on one of those fine guns right now. Of course, Bud buys these guns or takes them on pawn, and he does a great business down here. But guns aren't the whole story. These appliances, just about anything you can think of, VCRs, home entertainment gear, are available at Bud's Gun and Pawn. That's US 23 in Weber City, just south of the River Bridge.
Wayne Brabson at Brabson Furniture Company, inviting you to make Brabson Furniture Company your Christmas headquarters for home gifts. You know, home gifts are better because they keep on giving in the years to come. We here at Brabson Furniture Company invite you to come in and make Brabson Furniture Company your home gift headquarters during this Christmas season. Of comfortable recliners here at Brabson Furniture Company for that man in your life. For your home gift needs, the place is Brabson Furniture Company in Gate City, where the price is always right.
Back here for the start of the fourth period of action. Looks like it's going to be right down to the wire. Gate City trailing by 6. 8 minutes left, and that'll be all we've got.
Hensley will bring the ball into Ferguson to start the fourth quarter. Ferguson passes to Hensley. Hensley looking inside for Shelton. Back out to Ferguson. Ferguson on his spin move. Pops it. Good.
And this time, Gate City out in the press. Powell Valley's got problems now. Gate City's decided the defense is going to change. Shot is up. It is good.
Hensley pushing for Gate City. Gate City down by 6. 62-56. Morris looking inside. Back out to Ferguson. Over to Hensley. Hensley from three-point land. Short. Rebounded by Spears.
Came right off the front of the goal, right in the hands of Spears. Powell Valley trying to slow it down. They don't want Gate City to get in that running offense. Spears' shot is no good. Rebound Morris.
Morris quickly for Gate City. Go pop it. Short. Shelton tips it. Off the knee of Powell Valley down to Gate City. Gate City's Ferguson will bring it in now. Gate City must settle down. Plenty of time left in this contest. Hensley over to Morris. Outside three-point land. No good. Rebounding number 41.
The ice has fallen on Kevin's three-point shot.
Gate City needs to concentrate more on the two-pointers. The three will come, but you got to keep it within range of them.
Foul going to be called on Hensley there. His first. Into Spears. They'll work it around. And Spears against Shelton. Shot up is no. Yeah, it is.
Ferguson brings it into Hensley. Hensley over to Morris. Morris works it on the inside. Stops. Pops. In and out.
Gate City's gotten ice cold all of a sudden, and Powell Valley's taking it to them.
Gate City, this is unusual to see the Gate City team falling apart like they are.
Bellamy bats it away, and he tosses it around. What a pass to Arthur Ferguson. Shot is good. Right there is what Gate City must do. They must
get in their fast-paced game and forget the three-point shot. Bellamy with the steal. Down to Ferguson. Two-pointer up and in. Timeout, Powell Valley. The score, Gate City 60, Powell Valley 64. We'll be back in one moment. You're watching Cablevision Channel 30.
Up your home health care supplies. Whether it's a home health care need, such as a wheelchair, hospital bed, ostomy supplies, or blood pressure check equipment, you'll find it here at Weber City Drug. Prescriptions are quickly and efficiently filled by Larry Snap, our pharmacist. We hope you will come by and visit us. We hope you enjoy this presentation of Blue Devil basketball. Remember, Weber City Drug, located next to the Holston Shopping Plaza. McDonald's invites you over to Lynn Garden for some great refreshments after the game. Great team, great food, great fun. Go Blue Devils, says McDonald's of Lynn Garden Drive in Kingsport. And when you're in a hurry, don't forget our 1, 2, 3 meal deal through our drive-thru. Come over. We'll be waiting for you.
Roberts Tire and Recapping, located on Highway 23 south in Weber City. I have opened a complete alignment center for your car, truck, bus, trailer, or motor home through the Hunter Wheel Alignment System, the only one within a 100-mile radius.
Get it? We do it right.
Just to get your big rig fixed up in the Mountain Empire.
Have it aligned at Roberts Tire and Recapping in Weber City. Yes, folks, they are the only people in this entire area that have this equipment on hand. Roberts Tire in Weber City.
Let's not drive people crazy. All righty. We are back on the floor. And they are just about ready, and here we go. In there to Spears. Gate City in that press. It's been effective for them so far. They're trapping effectively, and it is batted out of bounds by Hensley.
The pressure defense has been the turning point in this game for Gate City. They've got to stick with it, but they've got to guard the open man.
Looking for the man inside there to Williams. They're going to have to take it in the backcourt. They'll bring it up. Trying to go, it goes to Shelton. Morris pushing it quickly for Gate City. A 3-on-2 break. Morris passes to Ferguson. Ferguson is fouled. He will go to the line for two shots. Number 22, Williams, commits the foul. Arthur Ferguson going to the line. The score is 64-60, 5:23 left to play in this fourth period of action, and it's getting good.
It sure is. It's all we expected and more.
Big rivalry between these two schools.
They're going to take away one of the shots because Gate City's players moved after the ball was already in the hands of the shooter. Foul on Tony Bellamy. That was unreal. We can see it from here. He did not touch the man. He had the ball. Powell Valley will be in the 1-and-1 from this point on.
If a person were to be a type of individual to get angry, that's the kind to get angry over. That was clearly a missed call, and if nobody believes it, we can always freeze frame it. No touch.
Powell Valley fans must not haven't seen Gate City as much as we have this year. I tell you what, 5 points is nothing for the Big Blue. Bellamy triggers it into Ferguson. Ferguson pushing up court quickly now for Gate City. Over to Morris. Back to Ferguson. In the corner to Hensley. Inside to Shelton. Shelton's turnaround jump shot is no good. Bellamy on the tip. Gets the rebound. Back up. No good. Gets it again. Puts it up. That is.
Bellamy hustling underneath. Into Spears. And over to Williams. Almost stolen from behind. In the trap. We got a foul going to be called on Hensley from behind. They'll go to the line with 1-and-1.
Number 2 on Jason Hensley. In a way, people, a 1-and-1 can be very good for you because you can put the men on the line that you want on the line. That will give you the ball back quicker. We'll not let Powell Valley delay the ball.
First shot is good. 67-62, Powell Valley. This next shot is up, and it is in there.
Morris passes to Ferguson. Ferguson across the timeline, back to Morris. Morris for three, good!
Quickly closes the lead to 3 points for Powell Valley. One of those big buckets. There's a foul, and that is uncalled for. There's a technical.
This official right here, we watched him in other games the other night. Very inconsistent officiating. Gate City's opponent is Powell Valley. That's who they're going to have to beat tonight.
Max Shoup standing calmly in control out there in the middle.
This is the technical shots right here. These are very critical if Powell Valley wants to win. Gate City, they better look out. Gate City is fired up and they're ready to go now.
Missed every single shot. Powell Valley will have the ball, but they would have had that anyway. Into Spears, over to Webb. They'll try to work it around. Over to Shelton is good. Shot over Shelton was good.
Hensley with the basketball now. Powell Valley on top by 5. Shelton on the inside. Turnaround jumper. In and out. Rebound comes down to Spears.
Coming down the floor is Laster. Turned the ball over. Gate City's basketball.
Max Shoup is showing you his years of experience in officiating with a good call.
And again, he's kept his head out there. Folks, we may have gave Mac a hard time from time to time, but he does know his job a lot better than the other gentlemen.
Ferguson brings it into Hensley. 4:18 remain. Plenty of time here in this game. Hensley back to Ferguson. Ferguson from 3. Bottom!
68-70 now. The pressure's on, and it's going to have a hard time getting across half court. Spears having to drive it down himself. And Gate City's press is slowing them down. Working it on top. Spears trying to drive inside. Blocked by Shelton. Coming down the floor is Ferguson. Three-pointer. No. Comes out of bounds on Shelton.
That's what you want to see, though. Good hustle there on the part of Arthur Ferguson. Shelton with a nice job on Spears.
Webb will bring it in to Laster. The press is still on. In there, it's stolen by Bellamy.
Hensley loses the ball, passes to Morris. Morris going to pop a long-range 3. The ball bounces up, no good. Rebound is loose, pulled down by Laster.
Laster, pass to Spears. We do apologize for the head. Stolen by Hensley. Ferguson ties it up. What a ball game.
And Powell Valley is tore up. They don't know what's going on right now.
Laster into Phillips. Phillips working it down the floor. Looking at this is unreal. Passing around. Man underneath open. Williams' shot is no good. Rebound Shelton.
Ferguson quickly over to Morris. Morris takes it up. Nice move. No good. Bellamy pulls it up and good. This is Castlewood all over again, Mike.
The fire of Gate City is here. We're going to look at this thing. It's unreal. Look at the fans. Look at the fans.
Bellamy with 12 points on the night. That was the two most important points of the night for Bellamy. Ferguson, Gate City having another good night tonight. He has 19 points. Morris What can we say? 15 points. Gate City has fallen back down at 1 point at 6, now in front by 2.
I'm telling you what, we've got to really appreciate the way Powell Valley has played tonight and the way Gate City has played tonight. This has been one fine ball game.
Everyone was underestimating the Powell Valley Vikings, but I believe they've come out here tonight. They've proven that they are going to be a contender in the LPD. Going to be very tough to put up with Spears this year in the Lonesome Pine.
And the picked Highland District champion going back out on the floor. Powell Valley will have the basketball. Inbound coming to number 22, Williams. Williams working over to Webb. Webb over to Laster, and almost stolen away there by Morris. They slow it down. Working for the inside shot. It is no good. Rebound to Bellamy.
Ferguson for Gate City pushing it up court quickly. Passes to Hensley. Hensley took steps. He took steps. No good. Good call there. Hensley drug his foot. A good call by Max, too.
Shot away. No good. Rebound Morris. Morris will put it back up. He'll be fouled. Finally, somebody didn't call a charge on Kevin the way he goes up.
Morris shot there falling down. Almost went in.
Morris from the line will be shooting 2 shots. First one is good.
Very important shot there. Both of these are very important to Gate City.
Again, Kevin Morris, the senior, the young man with the pressure on. Shot is good. Number 20 Webb into Spears. Got a foul on Morris.
Only Moose Morris's first foul. That will send Spears to the line for a 1-on-1. We'll have to see how the big man reacts to the pressure.
He has done quite well so far this night for Powell Valley. He'll be shooting a 1-on-1 situation down here with 2:14 left. Gate City with the 4-point lead, 74-70. Good for the first one.
Spears, a very nice touch for a big man and just a junior.
Out of there, rebound Ferguson.
Ferguson for Gate City, working it up court now. Gate City will not go in a delay. They want to score as many as they can. Into Shelton. Shelton, nice move up and in!
Gate City with their harbinger of the evening out there, Chris Shelton, doing a good job. And it's Spears this time, going to try to work against Shelton. No way. Back out to Laster. Ball batted out by Arthur Ferguson.
Shelton by far with his best performance of the year. 13 points, and the game is not over yet.
And he's not played that much. On top to Laster. Laster has it almost batted out away by Hensley.
Walk getting called on Powell Valley. Gate City basketball. 1:41 remaining to score. Gate City 76, Powell Valley 71. Hensley passes back to Ferguson. Ferguson over to Hensley. Hensley looking on the inside. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson directing the offense for Gate City. Passes again to Hensley. Directing the offense. Morris cuts. Back out to Bellamy. Bellamy over to Ferguson. Hensley on the cut. Back on top to Morris for 3. The shot is up. Bottom! The ball goes out and comes in to Laster. He'll run it down the floor. 1:11 left. 3-point shot is good. Going to come down to the wire. 79-74, 1 minute remaining in the contest. Hensley, as Powell Valley will come out into pressure. Ferguson working against Lassiter, 1-on-1. Sees the big man, pulls it back out to Morris. Morris to Ferguson. Ferguson to Morris at the top of the key, working around to the left side. To Hensley. Hensley looking on the inside to the Cuddy Ferguson. Back to Bellamy. Bellamy over to Morris. Morris fakes for a 3. Back out top to Ferguson.
Clock is ticking away. 35 seconds.
Morris with the basketball. Back to Ferguson. Gate City just running the clock out. And there's a foul on Lassiter.
That should be what they call an intentional foul.
That will send Morris to the line for 1-and-1, I believe. Or it may be Ferguson. Either one of them are good shooters. But Powell Valley let a lot of precious time tick off the clock that time.
That may have been a mistake not committing the foul earlier. Gate City with the 5-point lead. This game's going to take a notch out of their 100-point average. But the shot is no good by Ferguson. Powell Valley will come up with it with 26 seconds left. They'll roar it down the floor. They've got to. Stolen by Hensley. Ferguson with the layup. Good. That'll be the ball game right there. They'll flow it down the floor. Stolen away by Morris. He'll have some fun with it. Says, chase me, chase me. 1-and-1 it goes. Moose Morris to go to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity as the Gate City fans holding up their finger, number one, and indeed they are. 81-74. What a ball game. What a ball game.
Gate City has broke all kinds of records here in this tournament so far. Watermelon Ryan chant goes from the crowd. Morris eyes the goal, shoots, bang! Morris with a second attempt coming up. Gate City up by 8, 82-74, 5 seconds remaining.
Gate City doesn't care if they get the rebound or anything. 5 seconds, no way they can make up that kind of points.
Morris eyes is, shoots, no good, rebounded by number 22 to Lassiter. 2-1, and that will be the ball game. Stay tuned as Gate City will be presented with a championship trophy.
We will break and be right back in 1 moment.
At this time, I'd like to introduce two representatives from the sponsors of this tournament. The editor of the Post newspaper here in Big Stone Gap, Bill Hendrick, and from Tiger Markets, Ron Pruitt. On behalf of Powell Valley High School, I would like to say thanks to Bill Hendricks and his staff at the Post, and to Ron Pruitt, Doug Rouse of the Tiger Markets and their staff for sponsoring one of the finest tournaments in Southwest Virginia. The success of this tournament grows yearly due to the cooperation and dedication of our sponsors. We look forward to another fine tournament next year. And I believe we're getting our all-tournament team. Okay, they're still tabulating that. Can we go ahead and present the trophies to the teams then, Ron? Okay, we'll take 1 minute then.
He's holding all the equipment. Great job.
We will have the presentations of the third, second, and first place trophies.
Now the team trophies will be presented. Third place in the Post Tiger Market Invitational Tournament goes to the J.I. Burton Raiders of Norton. Second place to the Powell Valley Vikings of Big Stone Gap. Now the first place team in this year's Post Tiger Market Invitational Tournament from Gate City, the Blue Devils. this time we are still tabulating the all-tournament team and the MVP.
In case you're wondering, the voice you've been hearing is the voice of the